Building classroom community starts even before your students walk in the door. I love the idea of greeting our students at the door, creating these rituals or routines that bring microjoys into the classroom. And so there's a really great video from Edutopia if you want to learn more about different ways to start building those rituals even in the hallway. And when it comes to building classroom community, one of my favorite things is to get students talking in the first 5 and the final 5 minutes. And so fostering those connections and conversations, like using Think, Pair, Share and small group work strategically, can really help with that. I have a theme for every day of the week that I like to incorporate with my students. These traditions really help us to form different connections and to understand how to make those connections between the curriculum and their lives in meaningful ways. So I use Minute to Win It Monday, Turn and Talk Tuesday, Write About It Wednesday, Thoughtful Thursday, and Free Draw Friday. And so each of those strategies looks different, asks students to complete different things. Sometimes it's self-reflective and quiet. Sometimes it's really active and kinesthetic. And so these different rituals or routines really have brought in those joyful moments and challenged us to be more playful in our learning as well. And so you can use tech tools to enhance that collaboration. You can turn off the tech, and it really is up to you and what that looks like for you and your students. But establishing these routines are really powerful. And like I said, the first 5 minutes are really, really key, but so are the final 5. So instead of just letting the time run out in hoping that, your students are still learning to the bell, being intentional with the final 5 helps to keep them actively engaged and distracts them from worrying about getting into the hallway or checking their phones in their passing period and things like that. So closing that learning loop becomes essential, and finding ways to bring a memorable close helps, again, to foster that community connection that you're looking for. And so with the final 5, we want to close that learning loop, make learning memorable, and challenge students to listen and engage with purpose. So as you're looking to bring in more microjoys into your classroom, really think about those first 5 and the final 5 moments as you're thinking about your learning in the next semester.